Yo, Magpie here. Today, we're going to go dominate some low-stakes poker. Let's get into the tank and get into it.
10-3 offsuit in the cutoff. I posted 10 cents so I could get into the game and don't have to wait for a full table rotation. Checks around. Flop comes 8-6-3, 2 spades. It's going to check to me. He bets 10 cents. I'll call just the 10 cents. He might just be trying to steal the pot. Okay, turn comes a king of clubs. I'll call again. He's betting really small. I think I have him beat here. I'm going to raise to 40 cents, try to get him to fold. There we go. Nice little easy pot there. Get pocket kings, middle position. Great spot to be in. We're going to raise it up to 20 cents. Get 1 caller, 2 callers, 3 callers. Wonderful. Love going into a big pot with a premium hand. Like aces is the only thing that beats us right now. And the odds of one of these guys having it is probably a lot, but also probably not, because I feel like they all would have folded. Or I feel like they all would have re-raised me. It's 3 ways and we flop trips. I'm going to slow play this. I'm just going to bet 10 cents. Try to get some callers. I think they will think that I don't have it. Get things like 10s or 3s to call. Get 3 callers. I'm going to check it here. Try to incent somebody to bet. Still got the nuts. Button raises to 86. We're going to sit here for a second. Kind of Hollywood. And then we're going to call. Make it seem like we're thinking about it, you know? Like we might not have it. We're setting the trap. Okay, so the flop comes a 2. So if he has ace 5, he has us beat. Other than that, we are good. I'm going to check it to him. Hopefully he tries to blast on us. Ah, he checks it down. Damn. Played that probably not as well as I could have, but oh well. I think since he checked there, I'm pretty sure he's folding anyway if I raise, so we get ace 10 suited in the small blind. Love that. Raises 25, I'll call him. Going 2 ways. We flop 2 pair. Ace kicker. Bet 10 cents. I think that'll incentivize him to re-raise. Still good. Unless he has a jack. Bet 20 cents. He folds it. Easy breezy hand. I wanted to bet something where it's like, you know, something like a jack would call. I was hoping he would call with other stuff, but I guess he's playing pretty tight today, so don't get probably as much value as we could have out of that. We probably could have checked the turn and gotten more on the river, but whatever. We're going to take any win we can get. Get pocket 8s. Just going to call because I don't want to scare anybody off. I want to try to get as much value as possible, and it looks like most people are going to be folding anyway. Go 3 ways. We get pretty much nothing on the flop. Yeah, I'll probably get out of here. I don't think my 8s are good. That's like a half pot bet, but I mean, realistically, it's like there's flush draws. A 10 has us beat. Any higher pocket pair, and then see, he re-raises them to 90. So he's probably got ace 10 or something like that, because he was the original pre-flop better. So I hope somebody calls, because I want to see if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure he probably has ace 10. He might have, like, you know, 9-10. So we'll see what happens here. If he has ace 10, he's blasting right here. Small bet gets him to call. Let's see. He's snap called, though. He goes all in. So maybe he has ace 10. Could have jack king as well. Maybe a flush. Suited king, perhaps. We'll never know, though, because he gets the villain to fold. Interesting hand. 7-4 offsuit in the big blind. If anybody raises here, I'm skadoodling, because this is a terrible hand. But if it limps around, then I can just check it down and see what happens. You never know. You could flop a set, flop a boat even, who knows? Alright, limps around, I'll check it down. So we get gut shot straight draw, as well as a runner flush draw. We're gonna bet 20 cents here. He re-raises, what the fuck did he have? He brought, these guys both probably have club draws, I'd say. Probably gonna fold, this isn't the strongest hand. Ooh, bet she has to flush. We will never know. King 3 offsuit in the cutoff. I'm going to call the big blind. Once again, if they raise here, I might have to get out of here. Just because it's really not the best hand. Limps around so far though. Check, check. Flop comes 2 queen 8 rainbow. We have a backdoor flush draw. Bets 15, so he might have a queen, maybe like a middle pair. I'll call to see the turn. See what happens. Okay. See what he does here. He checks it. I'm gonna check it back to him. 8s pair the board. If he checks it to us, I think he probably doesn't have much. We have nothing except king high, which realistically, if he doesn't have a pocket pair or anything on the board, then I'm gonna do a 30-cent bet. I think that'll get him to fold, or he'll call, and you know, if he has an ace, yeah, we get him to fold. He had nada. It was a good read, a nice little pot. And it is immediately followed up by pocket 7s. Alright, so we're going 5 ways to the flop with pocket 7s. Checks around. We might raise here to try to ISO. So we're going to do a half pot bet. Try to knock off some like weaker pocket pairs, suited connectors, things like that. Or we'll just steal the pot. That could also happen. Alright, steal the pot on that one. That was nice. Made 50 cents off that. Get pocket trades. We are in the middle position. Like I said, a lot of these guys are really tight, and I want to try to get some money, so I don't want to scare a ton of people off. If it was like a little higher stakes, like actual low stakes poker, like, you know, 1-2, 2-5, 5-5, you definitely want to bet big pre-flop, try to get people to fold. But in this case, we could get 4 callers. That's 40 cents in the pot. Flop comes dead. We raise. Everybody folds. There you go. See, here we go. It's going 5 ways of the flop. Flop comes pretty dry. Like, we can bet. Maybe get 1 to 2 people to fold. Bet again on the turn. Bet again on the river. There we go. We just bink it. Alright. Let's see. We get a gut shot, straight draw, backdoor flush draw, and we still have bottom pair. So, this is not a terrible place to throw in a raise. Bet half pot. Should knock off some pocket pairs, some things like that. Probably only gonna get called by like flush draws, and then, you know, ace king, which I don't think anybody has. So see, he does that. So what could he have? I don't think he has 8-5. He might actually have 8-5 because it was pretty chill pre-flop. I'll call this, see the turn. Okay, so I'm gonna check it to him. That's 70 cents. So that is relatively small. I'm gonna re-raise to 140. If he calls me, he has the flush. There we go. Yeah, we take him down. Since, oh nice. So yeah, since he bet like really small, like it was still a 70-cent bet, but like relative to the pot, it was like very tiny, which made me think he did not have anything. So that's why I just blasted on him there. Got him to fold it down, made him think we had the flush, and he believed us. Alright, we get king 8 suited. Alright, we get king 8 suited in the big blind. Under the gun +1. Re-raises to 20 cents. So he's probably sitting on like a pocket pair, suited ace, maybe also a suited king. But we'll call the 20 cents since we already have 10 cents in the pot. Might as well. We're going to go 3 ways. Flop comes 2-6-3 with 2 clubs. So now we have a flush draw. I'm going to bet 20 cents, try to ISO here. So here, like, the ace of clubs with another club would be the only thing that would have us beat. But it doesn't matter, because we get them both to fold. That's the good part about those boards is, because see, that ace comes, somebody has an ace. If we check there, then ace has us destroyed. And those guys are going to call us all day, and then they're going to jam on us later, and we're going to be fucked. So that's why you bet that size, because it's going to make them fold some good things that they might not necessarily be calling on in the first place. And you can take it down. Get ace 10 offsuit under the gun. We are going to call that. Alright, we are going to be going 6 ways to the flop. Flop comes ace 7 deuce. Checks to me. I'm going to do a half pot bet for 29 cents. Should get a couple of hands to fold. Any ace should call us here, which all these guys checked, so they might not have an ace, but they might have kings or something like that. Nobody calls. They're all scared Steal a little $60 pot there. Easy breezy. All right, we get Jack King off. I love Jack King off. We're just gonna call, because like I said, these guys get really scared. So if you can incentivize multiple people calling like this, what could these guys have? Probably have aces, kings, pocket pairs, things along that sort. Flop comes 7, 8, 10 with 2 clubs. I'm gonna check it. We'll see what they do here. A 9 gives us the straight though. I might fold here, just get out of the way. I really don't know what this guy has, and as of right now we have nothing. And since he bet super large pre-flop, he's probably on, I would assume, kings or aces, something along those lines. Yeah, ace 8 offsuit under the gun. We'll call. If anybody re-raises, we'll probably get the hell out of the way, because everybody thinks just because you have an ace you have a strong hand. That is not the case. Aces are actually quite weak with something like this. I mean, they're pretty much the same as any other card, because flop could come 7, 7, 2, and all of a sudden a 2 is more valuable, or a 7, you know, things along that line. So ace 8, not necessarily what I would consider a premium hand, especially offsuit. And then he re-raises to 50 cents, so he's obviously at the top of his range. He probably has a suited ace. He goes to 250, so look at that. I mean, the odds of them having aces are not a lot, because we have an ace in our hand, but they could have ace king, king queen suited, pocket pairs, you know, they could have pocket kings, things along that line, like suited connectors. I don't think you're betting $2.50 with suited connectors, but he's probably got kings is what I would put him on. So I'm gonna get the hell out of the way, because unless an ace hits the flop, we have nothing, right? We literally have nothing, and then we're going to be digging ourselves out of a hole, and he can just keep betting and taking our money. So we'll see what plays out here. I'm assuming he probably has kings or queens. I would say aces as well, because that is a hefty bet, but I don't think you're, I mean, since we have an ace in our hand, it's unlikely that he has 2 more aces, but you never know. We'll see if anybody calls. I mean, we'll see if anybody calls him. It's unlikely anybody will, so we probably won't get to see his cards. But yeah, I'd put him on aces or kings more than likely. Get Jack 10 in the small blind. I am going to call here. Looks like we're going to be going 4 ways. Big blind is taking his sweet time. He checks it. Flop comes Jack 6, 7. This is good. Nobody re-raised pre-flop, which they would if they had aces, kings, or queens. So ace jack, king jack, queen jack would have us here, which I also think are going to be raising pre-flop. So I am fairly certain we have the best hand here. So I'm going to bet 10 cents because I want people to call with their kind of shitty hands. Get 1 caller, 2 callers. So this opens up a straight draw for us. There's also a flush draw here, kinda. But I'm going to do a half pot bet here. Act like we got there. I want to get some things to fold, so I'm not too confident in our pair of jacks. Get 1 caller, 2 callers. We have 2 pair. Do a half pot bet again for 82 cents. Try to get at least one of them to fold. Yeah, these guys are just calling, so I think we're good here. Ah, fuck you. He had the 9, he had the straight. Fucking binked it on the river. What a muck. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. You gotta take those chances sometimes. We get pocket queens. Like I said, we're just gonna call these. We don't want to scare anybody off. It's probably the last hand of the session because I have things to do today. Flop comes 10, 6, 6. Bet 10 cents, try to get a couple of callers. Alright, we get 1 caller. 10 comes. Bet half pot here. Aces and kings, or a 10 or a 6 are the only things that have us beat. He puts it down. We get a nice little pot there. It's another positive, brings us up to 617.
All right, overall that was a pretty good session. We had to keep it short because I have some things to do today. But we were in for $3. We were out for 617, I believe. We were in for $3, out for 617, which is 105% profit and a rate of about like 30 big blinds per hour at that low stakes. I know you guys probably want to see bigger pots with like fucking $2,000 like all those other guys, but I do not have many spare money to afford a bankroll for 1-2 or 2-5 or 5-5 even. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna win my bankroll. So we're just starting small with these things, and the more we win, the more we'll go up in stakes, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be playing some high roller ass shit. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe because we are going to be doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. So stay tuned for that. We'll announce more details when we're closer to the milestone. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.